looking at our vaccination events, we register people through the state system called PrepMod for their appointments, and they can either register themselves if they are sent the link, or we can have staff assist with that registration process. Once they're registered, they get a time to come through the event center, and we send them directions as to what parking lot you pull into, and then we have staff that are available to walk them through the process once they drive in. We check them in for their appointment, we review their medical history, any of their questions that they have about the vaccine, provide them information on the vaccine itself, and then after we go through that history, we're able to administer the vaccine. Once we administer the vaccine, we actually keep them at the event center here, but we have them pull forward into what we call our monitoring section or area, and we have medics available through the National Guard or nurses that do their monitoring to make sure that they're not having any adverse reaction to the vaccine.
So these people have all been vaccinated.
Yep.
Right in the center is where they're drawing up vaccine.
Yep.
And then here's the vaccinators are in each stage. And here's Molly and
Hey, Molly.
Naomi and Teresa.
Hello. Naomi, how are you?
Good, good.
Teresa, how are you?
Great.
We've met before, right?
Oh, yeah.
How long it takes to thaw.
She remembers my arm.
The flu shot.
Yeah,
Yes.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Well, a year ago. Year and a half.
I got through it okay.
That's good. Yes.
And then you guys all got vaccinated early on, like right off the bat?
Oh, we did. Yeah.
And how'd that all go for each of you?
Really well, I think.
The first shot was just a little sore arm for a couple of days afterwards. Our second dose, most of us had a very good immune response to it, and so
And that
a few more
means
side effects.
that's what that means. Code word for the. We're talking about the second dose and having a good immune response, which is code word for.
Feel a little crummy,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
But you were saying that it could be, in part, that the second dose, if someone has had it but didn't know they had it, that the second dose might be. Cause more of a reaction because they've already got all the antibodies built up in their body.
Or even the first too, and people who previously had COVID, their body is going to respond more to the vaccine.
The main thing is that we now have 3 different vaccines that are available to fight COVID-19, and all 3 are safe and have a high efficacy. They all achieved greater than 85% efficacy against severe disease, and all in clinical trials offered complete protection against death and hospitalization. And so I think it's just exciting that we now have 3 different vaccines that people can receive. And I also want people to know that we've gotten a lot of questions about, is there a certain brand that's better than another, or which vaccine is best for me? And our main message is that the best vaccine for you is the first vaccine that's offered to you. We want people to get vaccinated as soon as possible, and so as soon as somebody's offered a dose, they should receive it.
And so then you got the tray of those are all ready to go.
Okay.
And then comes up.
We'll come grab her supply and then take it back.
She'll grab a couple and then away she goes.
We always like to line up 6 syringes per vial so that we know we always get our 6 doses for sure.
Yep.
And then if we can try for that.
That's good procedure. So do you know how many syringes you filled?
Thousands.
Easily thousands, right?
Yes. So out of each vial we get 6.3 doses of the Pfizer. Occasionally we'll get a 7th dose, and they have called that the angel dose. So right now I'm just drawing it up, making sure all the air
And if you get a
bubbles are out.
0.3, are we able to combine that with 3 1/3 other 0.3s? No?
Nope.
Can't do that?
If it's not out of the same vial, we cannot use
Okay.
it. So.
And then I mark the syringe with the lot number, and that goes on their vaccine card.
So that way when we give them their card that shows they've been vaccinated, they have the day, the type of vaccine they received, the lot number, and then where they received the vaccine on their card.
So this is truly life-saving work right here, because if you guys can get a 7th dose out of that, that's someone that might not have gotten one, right?
Yep.
Thanks for your service.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Hi,
Thank you too. Tell me your guys' names.
I'm Susie.
I'm Bill.
Well, thanks for coming
How many shots have you delivered into arms, Susie, do you think?
today.
Well, I mean, since how long you've been helping out since it started, the whole.
Yep, so thousands. I got it down pretty good.
Yeah, I'll bet you do.
Actually, ask these guys. They just got a shot here.
How'd she do?
She did good.
Yeah?
Professional.
It's my first time. First shot ever. Thanks for letting me try on you.
I don't believe that.
Oh.
After 10,000 shots, she's got it.
This is quite an operation set up here.
Yeah, well, they're doing a great job, aren't
They
they?
sure are. Awesome job.
Well, I wanted to come down here and say thanks to all of you, and because it's fun to see North Dakota on the top of the national vaccine. We've been on top of everything.
And this is a good place to be right now. These people that are coming through are happy.
Yep.
They have nothing to complain about. Nobody's forcing them to be here.
Yeah.
This is a fun event. They're
Yes,
happy
yeah,
to be here.
yeah.
So it's positive.
Show.
And tell me a little bit about the reaction of people when they're getting their first shot. I mean, some people excited, some people nervous. I mean, what's the?
Mostly are really thankful and so excited to be
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Yeah, we get a lot of thank yous, people that feel like it's just a step in the right direction at this point for them, and that hopefully they can go on to have
Yep.
a little bit more normal.
yep.
Some people have mentioned
families.
too about they haven't seen their families in months, and this
Yeah.
is like that
Yeah.
Or the
first step-
grandkids.
right?
Yeah.
Their grandkids. First step towards freedom to get their vaccine.
Yes.
Tears of joy, happiness,
Yeah.
lots of thank yous,
Yes.
some candy deliveries.
So we've vaccinated all of 1A, and we've been vaccinating 1B, which is our 65 and older population, people with 2 or more underlying health conditions, and then teachers and childcare workers. And so we're starting to move into phase 1C, which is more of our essential workers, and then also people with 1 underlying health condition. And underlying health conditions can be anything from diabetes to lung disorders, heart conditions, and it also includes former smokers. And so there's a large population that's in phase 1C. And really we want essential workers to be vaccinated because they come into contact a lot with the public. They're critical to ensuring the function of our society and our economy. And so it's important for essential workers to be vaccinated to protect themselves and then also their coworkers and the public that they may come in contact with.
Well, you've been doing a great job, because I've had other governors call me and they're like starting, last month they're like 102%, because we were administering 102% of the doses we'd received when they weren't counting it. And they're like, how does the math work? It's like we have secrets in North Dakota.
Yeah.
We're like really good public health is what we got.